Hey everyone, Soundwave8084 here, the Transformers Comparison Time Review. In this review, take a look at the newly released Trailbreaker from the Autobot 5-pack. Now, I have done a review of the entire 5-pack together. I'll link that in this video description. I'll probably put a little card up top of the video. Now I'm going to break it down, take a look at each figure individually. And I've already done Sunstreaker and Hound. Today I'm going to look at Trailbreaker. Just do a little bit more detail on the actual comparison, because I tried to rush through the other video to make it as short as possible. Not rush, but make it a little bit quicker. I'm just going to show articulation, transformation, and stuff in this video. And I do have an upgrade kit from Nonnef Productions. And I only have one part of it, but I will show pictures of the rest of the upgrade kit you can buy from them if you want to add this to your new Trailbreaker, if you get this one. Or if you still have Earthrise, don't have an upgrade kit, you can add this to your Earthrise Trailbreaker, as this was made for that figure. Of course, this is the same toy, just new colors of plastic. So right off the bat, in alt mode, what you will notice is the colors of plastic. This one is actually molded in this sort of dark chocolate color. This black up here in the front is because all this is translucent plastic. It's all clear plastic, and it's just painted black, painted silver here. So it's all molded in this like blue translucent plastic. So this whole piece here and clear is just all this, and it's just painted black. Now that is one, a lot of people don't like translucent plastic because it's easier to crack and break on figures, especially over repeated transformations and handling. This one here is molded a little bit more toy accurate, going with the darker colors and the more of the stylized coloring scheme here. You got the black wheels, turn upside. Now you get actual, like, because it's translucent, you get more natural looking headlights and stuff, and more natural windshield. Now here we get the new one. It's all molded in this gray plastic here, so it's more uniform in color, because this does, you can notice in person that the colors do not match on this. It's not as bad as, say, the Sunstreaker, but it's still there. But you can see here, this is a little more uniform in color because it's all the same plastic. Then they just painted the blue here. And this is more cartoon accurate in the color scheme. You still get some painted tail lights, which I believe you do get them on this one. So you get this underside here. Is the whole front grille is painted in this gray plastic, and so you don't get the naturalistic headlights as much. It looks like the headlights, though, are painted in a more silvery color. They add an extra color paint just to make them stand out just slightly more, so it's not full gray here. Comparison with his animation model. You can see they pretty much nailed the entire look there. Now, if you have that old Centurion drawer, I believe it was, came with the accessories pack, you do get the radar dish. That was seen in the More Than Meets the Eye miniseries that started the show. And of course, just store that up here. So if you have that, of course, it will work on this one as well. Now, the upgrade from Nonnef I have is a hand cannon to more resemble the toy. It's sleeker, it's more slender than what you actually get with Trailbreaker. This one's a little more big and beefy. All thing is, in alt mode, it cannot stay on its hand, so you have to remove it for alt mode. The hands are on a mushroom peg. They just slide right out. You slide this in, turn it, and it locks right in. We'll show that in robot mode, but if you're going to keep them in vehicle mode, you just might as well just leave the hand on them and not add this. Figure rolls just fine here. You do have some silver here on the wheel. You know, this one's more silver. You can see the trim here. If you have a silver marker, you can touch that right on up on this. I think some companies make a little pin in, like wheel covers, that will fill in the rest of that. Now let's transform Trailbreaker into his robot mode. We're going to pull this part up, bring his arms up a little bit. We're going to go to the back side here. All this is tabbed in, so we're going to have to undo this. And this here tabs to the back of the cab as well. Bring that up. And it does just peg into the little thing, so they can come off, because it comes separate in the box anyway. I'm having trouble here with these arms on to untab. So this is all part of the arm piece here. You will untab that from the back, and you want to bring it up on this hinge here on this window. Okay. Bring it up. Now you're going to untab this from the legs. It's tabbed in right back here in the back part of the legs. Bring that up. Bring his legs down. They just tab into the back of the leg. Alright, so bring the front of the truck down. And we're going to bring this all up. And it's going to snap into place. We're going to bring his arms back like this. This is on a rotating swivel. And down, rotate at the biceps. And we're going to bring this down. Head is here. We gotta bring that up. I think you gotta do that to get his head out and around. Bring this part down. It's going to peg onto that. There you go. Trailbreaker is in his mode. Take this. It's got to peg. You bring these pieces up. Slot, slot, tab, slot. I'm just going to tab that right. And you have transformed Trailbreaker into his robot mode. Now you use their hand cannon. You pick his hand. We'll just stick it in his hand here. I think it goes in his left hand. Like that. You can see how it's bigger and more bulky than the actual forearm, but it has to do that to go around it. It does support blast effects as well. Close look at the head sculpt. Very Trailbreaker-like. You have these weapons back here, which you move this out of the way so you can get more angle out of them, otherwise it just pinches into it. Articulation, shoulders, you got this here. You 360 by this big piece here. Waist articulation, you do get a 360 waist swivel. Full splits, kick up, kick back, not so far. Thigh swivels. That kind of locks. Knee bend is supposed to go up there, but you can't get a double knee bend out of this. Ankle tilts for days. Head, no up. You get it down. You can 360 it all around. Elbows bend to here. So you get lots of articulation. Also got bicep swivel. You get lots of articulation here on your Trailbreaker. Alright, comparison with the Earthrise Trailbreaker. You can see the colors of blue for the eye band. You got a darker blue on the Earthrise. You get the lighter baby blue, which matches the baby blue paint here for your new Legacy United. You get silver paint here. You got that dull gray paint here. Gray all around. The red plastic, I think it's slightly brighter on this version, on the United version, than it is on the Earthrise. It seems to be more of a dull red. Of course, Autobot insignia, you don't get the white band around it. A little more tune accurate, I believe. And just again, the colors of plastic. Also, this gun here is done in the black plastic, whereas here it is done in the gray. And you also see a little bit of the blue windshield paint here that you don't get on this guy. And this is him with the Nonnef hand cannon, which does support blast effects. This is a little bit heavy blast effect. It's got that big base. So all you do here, also with Nonnef, you do get it comes with fillers. You get thigh fillers, you get the forearm fillers, and also I think you're supposed to get another cannon for something else. And then all you do with this, you just slide the hand out, it's a mushroom peg. This just turns and slides right out. So all you'll, helps if I can stand the figure up. All you would do on this guy, take his hand, you just want to slide the mushroom peg out. And then you take this, you just put it at an angle, and just turn it, and then it will lock into place. And this is how this Trailbreaker here would look with the smaller hand cannon. So it's up to you if you can see how this looks. See if that's for you. Now the colors of plastic for the forearms are pretty similar, I think. So these fillers you would get with the kit would probably work on these as well. Especially be on the inside, you're not going to see it as much. And for some people, it would still be better than seeing hollow plastic. I don't know if Nonnef would redo this entire kit in a slightly different color of plastic just to better match this. I think this plastic here on the gray will do a decent job with this. So you can pretty much see by how it looks with this. Like I said, the only negative of that is the fact that you'll have to remove that if you want to leave this one in vehicle mode. Now, why is Trailbreaker in a more gray plastic than he is in black plastic? The toy, straight up black, like mostly like die cast and stuff. Now, the cartoon here has his animation model in a more gray plastic with more like the black going for his shadows. I think it was just more to make the character stand out and to give him a little more shadow depth. He'd make the characters look a little bit, brighter, so he'd be more gray on screen. There are a few different screen grabs and episodes where he is more black than he is gray. And I think in cartoon he is still a little bit darker gray than he is presented in this toy. This toy, though, does more closely resemble the G1 animation, whereas the previous Earthrise more closely resembles the actual G1 toy. Comparison with his package mates, we have the Sunstreaker and we have the Hound. Three of them look good together. All deluxe figures, Trailbreaker is just a larger deluxe. Final thoughts here. All three of these figures have better joints in my opinion. They're all tight joints, not overly tight, none really overly loose. They seem to be better on their joints than they were on their previous versions in Earthrise. Now the Hound and the Siege Hound are about the same, but this Hound here is still really good. If you missed out on these figures beforehand, this set's an easy pickup because you get 5 figures for a little bit less than retail, and they're all decently done, and the colors match better than what they did previously. So that set is a good thing for people who are in late for collecting. Maybe it's a bad thing if you have all these figures and you don't want to buy everything for just Hound, but these figures are already popping up on eBay. People are buying it, getting the figures they want, and trying to resell the ones they did not want out of the set. So the set is really, it's a good thing and a bad thing, you can see, but overall, package refreshing characters, in my opinion, is a good thing for the collecting community. People may hate the hell out of it, but it's a good thing for people who came in late or missed figures and don't want to pay too heavy of a late tax. You can get all the figures in one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till the next ones. Peace out.